Hey there, my name is Hydrogen Heather and we are very excited to have you here for today's experiment of the day because the vocabulary and the experiment are both phenomenal. So the first thing is we are going to be entomologists. So I need to ask, do any of you know what the word entomology means? No? Okay, well I will tell you, entomology is the study of bugs. So if we are going to be entomologists today, what are we going to study?
Bugs.
We are going to study bugs, and then specifically, we are going to be taking a look at these things called pheromones, okay? Pheromones are scents that a species will give off to talk to another member of the same species. So before we get into that though, the whole theme of today is communication, the way that we talk to each other or communicate with each other. So what I thought would be fun is we actually brought out one of our insects from our laboratory, and what I have here is a hissing cockroach, and I told you that pheromones were a way for insects to communicate with each other, all right? It's kind of how they talk to each other, but it's not the only way. We've all heard crickets chirping, we've all heard cicadas in the tree. Well, this cockroach here has a very unique way of communicating, and I hope that you hear this on camera. We're going to be very quiet, and I'm going to give this cockroach just a little bit of a tap, and we're going to see if the cockroach talks to us or communicates with us. Did you hear that? Okay, now, I'm not sure that you heard that on camera, and I did not hurt this bug. We take very good care of it. But I gave it just a little bit of a tap on its abdomen, and in return, it just did it again. It gave us a little burst of a hiss right back at us. It was communicating with us. But here's why we're going to bring that in. This is not the same species as this. So we communicated with each other, but we know it's not a pheromone because number one, there's no smell. Number two, he was communicating with us and we are not the same as him. So let's get into the pheromones. Pheromones are a scent that species use to communicate with an animal of the same species. So an ant communicating with an ant, or a bee communicating with a bee. And before we grab these pheromones, I want to ask, what kind of a message do you think one ant might want to give to the rest of the ants? Exactly. We've all seen ants before at a picnic, and what do the ants look like when they're traveling?
Like they're like in a line,
They travel in a line. Well, as they're traveling in a line, they're laying down these things called pheromones, and those pheromones can be smelled by all the ants, and the pheromones say, hey, the food is this way. So not only do they follow each other, but they're communicating with their pheromones. So I am going to be a bug, and I'm going to let off some pheromones, and all I want you to do is tell me if you smell anything. Don't tell me what you smell, I just want you to tell me if you smell anything. Are you ready? Oh, Savannah, I noticed that the expression on your face changed. Do all of you smell anything? I'm communicating with you. Look, I didn't say a word, but look at how your face has changed. I communicated to you. Okay, so this is how you set up the pheromone experiment. I did not let my children see what I was putting in the balloons, and I'm not even going to mention what's on the lesson plan, because on the lesson plan we give you very good ideas of different scents that you can use right from your pantry. And I think it's more fun if the children don't know what they are. So that's how we convey the concept of pheromones. But now let's play the pheromone game. We're going to see if we can identify, okay? So Daniel, you're first. I want you to shake that balloon again, just like I did. Does anyone know what the smell is?
chocolate milk.
Okay, it's not chocolate milk, but is it really sweet?
It kind of smells. It smells like the chocolate
It-
cookies. It smells like the cookies. They made chocolate milk cookies.
Okay, they are so close because Nevaeh is saying chocolate milk, and she's saying the stuff that I bake with, and Livy is saying cupcakes, Does this smell like vanilla to you?
Yes.
Okay, this is vanilla. So we're gonna get rid of that one. And now wait, Daniel, it's someone else's turn. Let's see. Nevaeh, we're gonna go to you. I want you to shake this pheromone, and I'm gonna see if we can identify what it might be. Does anyone smell anything yet? Get a little bit closer to us. Oh, I smell it now. Do you smell anything?
Smells like the
Oh, okay. Now, here's what may happen when you do this. If you have the balloons together and one balloon has a particularly strong smell, the children may pick up on it. So, Olivia just said soy sauce, so the cat's out of the bag. Libby, go ahead, and I want you to shake that. And can everybody smell that soy sauce? Okay, so now we're gonna save the trickiest one for last. I want you to shake that, and I wanna see if we can identify this one. And I'm gonna tell you, this one's tricky. Oh, I do smell it. Can you smell anything? This one was the trickiest. I put vinegar in this balloon. So now, since we were in one place, we didn't quite play the game exactly like we'd like to, because what's really more fun is if you take a marker and you draw a different bug on and then see if the children can identify each other, or the bugs, if they can identify each other by their smell. And one final note as far as supplies and setup go, you may not have a pipette in your home, but you may have an eyedropper, and just like we did a few days ago with a different experiment, it turns out that sometimes with medicines, they will come with a small syringe, and that's how we load the pheromones into all of our balloons. Now, I'm going to end with a very, very tricky question, okay? Can anyone tell me what a skunk uses to scare off predators? It puts up its tail and it sprays, and we've all smelled skunk before. Tell me about that smell.
It does not smell.
No, it does not smell. It's disgusting. So is that a pretty good use of pheromones? Oh, trick question, trick question. Can a skunk talk to a human using pheromones?
Yes.
No. If you remember, I said only like species. Skunks can talk to other skunks, or ants can talk to other ants. But if we can smell it coming off of a different species, that means a totally different kind of animal than we are, then it is not a pheromone. So a really fun trick question for your kiddos. All right, this has been the pheromone and entomology study, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.